So this is the rundown of chapter 1, which is called The Sheik. We've already kind of gone over the first page together. There's a couple things that I wanted to make sure that we addressed. Just a reminder that Vlad marries another survivor, Mala, largely because she understands what he went through without actually having to have it explained to her. And then we get the little dalliance, 3 to 4 year dalliance between Vlad and Lucia. Lucia thinks that it is one thing. Vlad is not invested, but he has no other option, so he stays with her until he meets Anya. And at that point, Lucia kind of ceases to exist, largely because Anya has a lot more going for her. Her family is actually very wealthy, and her father would be able to give Vlad a job in his textile factory. So he kind of breaks the news to Lucia, goes to Anya full time, and then we get to the point where they are engaged. So they were engaged in 1936. And just to give you a perspective of what's going on in Germany in 1936, that was the year that the Summer Olympics were held in Germany. It was 3 years into Hitler's chancellorship, I believe. And at this point, Germany reoccupied the Rhinelands, which broke the Versailles Treaty that was signed after World War I. And technically, that should have gotten a response from Britain and France, but they chose not to respond. And that was a major power shift in the favor of Germany in terms of European power. And then they are married on Valentine's Day of 1937, which was the same time as the first mass roundup of non-political prisoners to concentration camps. So it was when the Nazis started moving away from just political prisoners. And then at the very end of the chapter, we get this moment where Vlad is asking that Art not include any of this in the book. And he says that it has nothing to do with the actual Holocaust. So therefore, it's not relevant or important. But, and Art says this right here, what it does is it makes Vlad human, because the survivors existed prior to the Holocaust. They had full lives and personalities prior to the Holocaust. But once they survived, that label of survivor kind of overtakes their entire identity, and it becomes a way to disregard a lot of the negative or unsavory aspects of their personality. But it's important to remember that, well, yes, they survived the Holocaust, and that is something to be admired. That does not automatically make all of them good people. And it also shows us some of the traits that are eventually going to make Vlad suited for survival in the camps. So that is chapter 1.